everyone, Febrian here. I recently was making some new series of furniture here. I made some to match the mermaid set that we get from Ariel, and I had got a few requests to make a tutorial on it, and I figure I'd love to. So I'm going to be showing you how I made this rug, this table, and save the best for last, the couch. It is the most complicated of the bunch, so that's why we're saving it for last. And let's get into it. Okay, so I'm gonna get into how I made the rug. It is the easiest of the bunch. First I like my rugs to be rather simple, so I just started with a, the base here, and I just basically kept it the same color, so there wasn't too much of a difference between everything. And then I wanted to have a border, so I went around and I stretched this out, and I wanted it to match the rest of the Mermaid series, or like the Ariel series or Shell, yeah. And so I stretched this out and I put it in the corner. Basically, you're just going to be making a border, but you also have to keep in mind how it looks, so you want it to look nice. So I'm going to stretch it out, and then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side so I don't forget what I just did. Come on. Part of seeing everything is very helpful on here, so so I duplicate that again, duplicate it again, and then you just do the same thing on the other side. You just make a big old square, basically, is what you want to do. I just did this because it's the easiest, because you can kind of see what you're doing without too much hassle. I wish we could adjust the camera angle more. Something that I think is coming eventually. I feel like we're actually going to be getting a big update on the designing recently based on the new screenshot. That's something I can discuss another time. I actually think that we're going to be able to upload custom designs a lot sooner than we think. Let me just work on this a little. If that's so, that'd be great. And I'll totally be sharing my designs with you guys once they enable that feature, which I hope is coming, because we got too many creative folks on here to be not doing that today. Okay, so then basically once I got the border down, I just wanted a little bit of I just wanted like shells, basically. I don't know if I'm an odd one, but I like my rugs to be rather simple. So I just kind of go like this. It's a little different to what I made, but this is basically everything I did. So let's redo that in the corner. Okay, and now the little star on it, I actually went in and I used the Christmas tree, like so. And then I do this again, like I said, in every corner. And then I go and I cover up the trees. Basically, I take just whatever big square object you can find, and then you want to just use that cutout tool, like so. And you'll do that, and then you'll repeat again. And you just keep doing this until the Christmas tree is no more till it doesn't show anymore. I'm going a little haphazard on it, but you get the drift. Let's see. And now you just have this nice star shape without any of the Christmas tree. Mind you, I'm a bit of a perfectionist. I see a little bit of spots where it's still there, so I'm going to just cover that up. And there's our custom rug. Alright, there's our rug. Okay, let me get to the point where I show you how to make the table. Okay, and now we're going to get into making the custom table. With these, I didn't go too complex on it, honestly. The main thing, I first go like this, and I just change it to that light blue. And then I take the table legs, and I make them that deep purple because it matches the rest of the mermaid's chairs because they have that ombre to darker purple. And then I take this tool here. This is like my #1 most used decal. I really hope they add like a favorite slot where you can like favorite your favorite decals, so to say. And then I go like this and I stretch it out and I make it so it's there. And then I again duplicate it, and then you just make it so it covers the whole table. I try to cover that line as much as I can. Sometimes it gets a little finicky, but like so. This table is honestly not the most complicated one. And then I take this design here from the Lion King one, and I go in with a slightly lighter, I think it's the same shade of blue actually. And I just go in and I do the same thing again like we did with the ombre, where we just mirror it and then lay it down so it looks like they are together, even with the divide. Like so. I'm feeling like it's not straight, so I have to mess with it a little. Okay. Okay. So then, that purple is not deep enough. Hold on, let me... I need a slightly more intense purple. There we go. See, it's like, I forgot how I made it for a second, but I got this. Okay. And then I take that Christmas tree again to act as the table's centerpiece. It's so hard to be symmetrical in this game though, so let's see here. I need to see this side of the table more. Okay. So we are like here, and again, we just want to cover up the tree. We just want to cover it up like it doesn't even exist. And we're going to go on ahead and drag these all to the bottom so that way there's no problem. And then cover up that little bit of green because I'm a perfectionist. And there we go. I don't even need to do anything. But the last little detail is putting on more of those nautilus shells because it really brings the look together. I specifically like the look of just one. I don't like all of them. Like, I don't like both of them together. I specifically like the look of one. So I go like this. And again, my trick is just mirror it and then just carry it over. And then mirror it again once you have it all lined up the way you like. And there you go, there's our table. And let me go on ahead and show you guys the last item that we're going to be making. Okay, so the last thing we're going to be making today is going to end up being this mermaid couch that I made to match everything. This is definitely the most complex of the bunch. The couches are really hard to get the hang of, in my opinion. So my first thing is I go in and I go with this glossy couch look. I want it to try to replicate the look of the rest of the Mermaid series. And then I went in here with a metal. I want it to look a lot like the rest of the metal on some of the objects that exist in the Mermaid collection, so I went with that. And so our first thing we're going to do, gold ombre, we're going to go in and we're going to make a nice deep purple. And I want it to be a little more, so I just double that up, like so. And then I'm gonna go on ahead and finish the couch cushion for you guys so you can see how it's made. I use the Christmas tree as seaweed. So I go in and I like it to look a little messy, so I kind of switch it around. So let's go like this. We don't want the star to show. The whole point is that it looks like seaweed, not anything else. And don't mind me as I mess up a little here, just making sure I get everything just right. Okay, and then we're gonna go in and we're gonna add some bubbles in that light blue. Just trying to remember everything I did on the original here. Okay, and then to cover, I didn't really like the look of the trunk showing there, so I went in and I've honestly been liking to use this, but I just cover it up to make it not look like a ride. So I go in and I put this right in the center there, like so. And then I'm trying to replicate the ombre look that we have from those other chairs that we have in the game. So I go in with a really dark purple, like so. Actually, first, before I do that, I want to show you guys how I did those little dots. That would be easier to do at this point in this couch. I did it later on and made it more complicated on myself, but let me show you what I did. So it's really hard to get lines of dots. So I take this alien head and I basically just line it up. I'm going to keep the color on so you can see what I'm doing. It's easier that way. Like so. And then you want to fill in the background with a sticker. So in this case, I'm using this half circle because it's the easiest to control. Like so. We're gonna make sure it looks good everywhere. We can mess with this. We're gonna mess with this a little more here, but first we're just gonna line them all up so you can see the vision. And then I'm gonna put these at the very top. I said I'm going to put these at the top. Like so. So then we have it like this. We're gonna now do cutout for all of these. So now they look like a row of dots. We're gonna mess with the circles underneath a little bit because they are a little hanging out enough that it's gonna bother me. So I need to fix it real quick. Let's mess with this just a little bit. Again, so when you don't have on the furniture, when you don't have a sticker on world mode, the sticker will stretch to whatever angle you're looking at. Let me show you what I mean. It will follow you. So you kind of have to be careful with this. You need to just stay looking in one spot that you want the angle to be at. So you can make sure you get it just right for you. So I'm doing this, and now I'm going to go in with the ombre. Again, I made this much more complicated on myself when I originally made the couch. So I go like so, and I stretch, and then I duplicate it. So it kind of gives that ombre look. I kind of wanted it to look a little deeper, so we go in one more time. And then I'm going to take, I want to make it look a little lighter, so I'm going to take a white. Or in this case, I'm going to do a light blue. I think that's a little too dark now, so I'm going to get rid of that. But I want this underneath side to look darker, so I'm going to do this, like so. Now you may be wondering, how did I get that ombre effect at the bottom? It's actually a really cool trick in the game right now that I don't know if it's supposed to be a thing, but I love it and I keep doing it. So you basically take any sticker you want, basically, in a lighter color. So I'm gonna go down to that kind of that purple we used in the beginning. And then it's not any sticker. Okay. It has to be kind of like a swirly one maybe, or just something with a bit of design to it. So let's go ahead and let's try it out with this. Yes. So it kind of just makes this ombre look. For some reason, it has trouble doing it down there. So it just kind of gives this ombre effect that's totally different from our ombre box tool here. So that's how I did that. Okay, so let's move on to our next step, which is gonna be how I made the arms of the sofa. So the arms of the sofa, I actually used the Trident's staff to make this part of the arm on the middle. I did it by not using the globe tool. And then I'm gonna go in and we're gonna stretch it. Hold on, let me get a better angle here. Basically, I went like this and stretched it out like so. And then I just duplicate that there. The next thing I did is I really wanted something different on the front. So I took this mirror and I made it the gold. Again, did not globe stretch it. I go like so until it's just right for me. I need it to be lined up but not getting on the couch cushion is my goal. Like so. And then I wanted to have something in the mirror. So again, take it off a globe stretch and go in with a white. Like so. And we're going to do that again because we want to make sure we have a complete circle. I tried just doing a circle, but you can't quite make it fit without looking a little funny. So we're just going to do this like so. Alright, and then let's carry that down. And we go in with a little more detail, with a little more ombre. I did about another layer of ombre at the top of the pillow cushions because I wanted to have that deeper look to it. So I kind of go in and I mess with the colors. Again, all of this at your own discretion. And then I also took that ombre again and I put it on the sides of the cushion, like so. And again, duplicate it. Carry that down because you don't want it covering up the mirror. Let's try this one more time. Again, we don't want it covering up the mirror, so let's carry that down. And you want to mess with this a little bit because you want it to just be on the sides. You don't really want it being everywhere. That's fine like that. Let's carry this up just a little bit though. This tool, these couches are very tricky to design on, so you just gotta mess with it to get it just right for you, because sometimes it can be a little picky. And that's the couch. Let me go on ahead and show you the completed room again, and I'll see you there. Okay guys, that was how I made the Mermaid series to match all of these beautiful mermaid items. I hope you guys enjoy, and if you do guys decide to recreate it, please share it with me on Twitter. I am very active on there at Cookies Lover on Twitter. I will have my Twitter bio in the description, and just if you feel like sharing me your newest creations that you make with it, please do. And please like the video and don't forget to subscribe if you want more content from me. And please leave me a comment on what other videos you'd like to see from me in the future. Bye and have a good day.